So this is shoot. All right. All right. So when it comes to who we are and what we do, where we came from, qualifications, backgrounds, why are we doing this? Where do we see ourselves in the future? This is sort of what this video is about. So for yourself, may I ask, what's your background? What would you like to share?
JJ, you know what I would like to share? It's about teaching business English, teaching IELTS and general conversation. It didn't start off like that when I left here a couple of years ago. In about 2012, I left for Asia, completing the hospitality industry after teaching and training and working and long hours. I decided it's time to take a break. So I took the break and I was just going to go for 1 year to teach in government schools and things like that. And
so it's mostly just to get away, just to get a break,
to get away, just
different.
to explore. Of course, because as you know, I love traveling. So this was a great idea to get out and work a little bit, earn some money, travel, see the cultures, do what I would like to do and see how it goes.
Reliving your 20s.
Exactly, at a very much later stage of our life. But
yes,
after 1 year, I realized this is fun. I need to know more. I want to do more. So all of a sudden, everything changed of me, which was just for getting out there, having fun and exploring. I realized that there's a hell of a lot more that I want to do with teaching English.
Yes.
Not focusing on a particular level. It was just be out there, teach. But you know what was the most important or the most interesting thing about this was about seeing how students and people and individuals changed after you taught them a little bit of basics.
Oh yes.
I saw the changes in people and I saw the respect and I saw this, but you're doing something that are really so easy but are being so appreciated by all of these different people, the non-native speaking people.
I feel the same. I think so on one hand you can look at teaching, it's a subject, it is boring. I've been to school, we've all been to school, it has been like boring, but with this language teaching, what you were just saying now, like what I find amazing is that if you're talking to someone and they have a different language, the second that they can start expressing themselves in a language that you can understand, it's like opening up all these secret doors to people's lives, and then you find such a more well-rounded perspective of someone, and the ramifications of that are only positive. It's only positive. I feel that the more someone gets to know another human being, the less we see them as strangers or as stereotypes. Want to break down stereotypes, like understand that there's a person that you are working with, and language just. Sorry, I was interrupting. But...
No. So this is the best part of all of this, where we are going with it, and I really, this is a great conversation just between two friends. It was always my idea to eventually find myself having a platform where I would then be able to teach my style. My style is a little bit different from what other styles are. Okay. I'm a conversationalist, but apart from the conversationalist and what I've been trying to tell Jojo here is I come with a background. I come with a very interesting business English background, hotelier business English background. There's a lot of backgrounds that I've come from, that I've learned and that I've worked through with the years. So this is the opportunity to put it all together. Although our company is brand new, but we do come with international experience. JJ has lived in the UK. I'd like to know a little bit more about the UK. Tell me, what did you do there?
Before the UK, because this is actually, I was thinking about this the other day. So I went to university, I think 2000, 2008, 2009, 2010, and then postgrad 2011. Now, the interesting thing about the bachelor's degree was when I went to university, it was humanities. I was humanities focused. So it was English literature and came out with organizational psychology. Now, when I came up with that and gives you a certificate to say, okay, well, here's your certificate for social sciences. I looked at that and I was wondering, what does that mean? What does a social scientist do? And then it was only because of that that I thought I needed something a little bit more grounded. And I was lucky enough to go for a postgrad in marketing management. And then following that was working as a technician and then going into technical sales. That took me around South Africa and then, yes, to UK and effectively doing more or less the same thing eventually, also technical sales. But it was the other day that I was thinking, teaching or training, I like to see myself as a service provider, working with customers. The business language, the business English falls into the category of organizational psychology and English literature. So it's strange that having done those degrees and not knowing what to do with these things, 10 years later, like literally 10 years later, these two things now actually make sense. And here I am finally doing it. And I love the fact that doing the postgrad with marketing management, how it just makes sense. Like now that you know what you're supposed to be doing, just start the business yourself. Don't worry about finding work somewhere. You can do this yourself, you know.
Oh yeah, we are. So this is actually, when you think about the combination of where you've been, what you've studied, your degrees, and finding the way, what is the benefit? Why did I do it? How am I going to use it in the future? And all of a sudden, it all makes sense. It all comes together.
Yes.
I've got working life experience.
The interesting thing that you told me, which I hope you put onto this video, is tell me about the hotel industry and the wine industry and starting something from scratch. Was it bon ami?
How do we say, to put it in a nutshell, I'm going to try and put it in a nutshell. Remember, that's a lovely idiom for the students that's listening here. How do I put this life experience in a nutshell? But it was always about service industry. That's all that I knew was about the service. From the moment that I finished high school and I went to start to work on a wine farm, and the wine farm was all about the process and creation of making the wines, but it was about the service that goes along with that. So I just then followed up. I went to the hotel industry. I worked in the hotel industry and study and learn and everything that comes together. So from, working yourself through the different levels and the departments and gaining the experience, I ended up training people from the basic skill level into junior management level, front of house.
Train the trainers.
Train the trainer. Those are the things that I then did. So training was part of my life. So eventually, ending up and going to Southeast Asia and doing the courses that I had to do to be accepted and becoming a conversational teacher, it was easy for me. It was second nature because of the experience that I had in the past. But it was that you say, okay, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. But there was always something nagging. What am I going to do? I want to do something more. I want to take it to a next level. And it was while being in Vietnam, working and teaching, and got the opportunity to go to a company and teach them about the business vocabulary, how to use it, what does it mean, how to actually conduct with people in the manner of foreign exchange. People will come from another country, and I had the opportunity to be involved in the situation. There was people from Europe that came to Vietnam and they wanted to do business together, and it was part of the process. Which then, that was when everything changed to me. Business English, helping people to overcome the barrier. And so, JJ, right here at the end of where we are now, I did bold that. I went on courses. I decided to make it stronger. I decided to become really involved in what can I do more for non-native speaking people in the business environment. And there's a massive gap, and the two of us, we are going to bridge that situation where with our knowledge and our backgrounds and where we've come from, and now we can bridge the gap by learning the people, showing them the tools, assisting them, supporting them. Business English, doesn't matter what exactly where you find yourself, what is your purpose, what you want to learn, what is the purpose, whether it's marketing, writing, emails, telephone conversation, negotiations, it's all there. We do all of these things.
One thing that I really like about our partnership is I'm going to be focusing, we both want to focus on the market in general, business in general. But I know for myself, I'm going to be focused on the engineering side of things like that. And your hospitality background, it just means that the combination of, you have on one side engineering, which is considered the hard sciences, you get almost a specific customer profile that side. You get the people who are, I believe it's more left brain, they're more numbers orientated, they're more analytical, it's a different kind of animal. And then on the other side, the services background, the hospitality, you need to be more open, more flexible, more attentive to others. And I think moving forward, we'll be able to continue to learn from each other. We talk about, I'm working with this group and I can see that this student has got this kind of approach, and if it's something I'm not familiar with, I'm almost 90% sure you'll be familiar with that kind of approach.
I think we've got a very good combination going here. The focus where I'm very service driven orientated and about delivering. It's about what it is that we're going to do. So, but to get there, how do we get there? It is totally about, we start with the basics. We've got the basics. We've got the background. We know how to help people who want to actually get on in life with their English. So students that are wanting to learn English for IELTS exam, the IELTS preparations, I think that is also a market that is completely in the present moment, that when without realizing now, the business out there are, whether it is for studying to go overseas, to find your university of choice that you want to go to, for immigration, or for people working inside in a global company working in their home country. Now, all of a sudden, IELTS is there, and you assist them, you support them, you help them. And then from that level, once they've passed the score that they required from the different universities, or to get the acceptance into the country, that's the beginning. Because once they are there, now it's over to business English. It's over to conversational English. So yes. IELTS is the entry level to get them. And then from IELTS, we take them further, whether it is conversational English or business English. And this is the background that we have, that we offer.
I do like the three just meet each other so beautifully. I almost want to hijack. Okay, this is a great video. Personally, I'm very happy with this video, because this is going to be my favorite video of the whole website. To hijack this video a little bit, because I was just thinking about the market, is